Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. Today, focused again on the Ripple v SEC lawsuit. And if you enjoy these updates, make sure you press that like button. Having said that, yesterday was a pretty big day for the lawsuit. We have a couple of different announcements that came out. Let's quickly summarize. First of all, the SEC filed a motion for an extension of time. They did this until March 18th, which was only a 2-day delay, to respond to Ripple's motion to strike the supplemental expert report. Ripple would then file its reply to the SEC by March 24th. The whole XRP community was like, another extension? What? Yes, but really not that bad because it was only 2 days filed by the SEC for a specific issue, which related to the expert disagreeing about something. We explained all of that yesterday. A little bit later, the court ordered parties to meet and confer to determine what additional discovery, if any, is necessary and file a joint letter by March 23rd, informing the court of any additional discovery they intend to seek and a schedule for that discovery. To actually quickly read that for you guys, SEC v. Ripple, Sarah Netburn said, in light of court's March 11th order denying defendants Larson and defendant Garlinghouse motion to dismiss, the parties are directed to meet and confer to determine what, if any, additional discovery is necessary. The parties shall file a joint letter by March 23rd, informing the court of any additional discovery they intend to seek. Letters should propose a schedule for the efficient completion of the discovery. If you're wondering, what is this about? Well, how I explained it before is there's a lawsuit from the SEC against Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, and Chris Larson. They tried to kind of take the, what did I do it like this? No, like this. They tried to take these two down against Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson while only Ripple is standing. Again, Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson tried that. The judge just said no 3 days ago, the March 11th. And what kind of happened now is they have to now go through the full process of a lawsuit, sort of. So they tried to motion to dismiss, but the motion to dismiss was kind of based upon a couple of different factors, so it couldn't be done yet. It took over a year and a little bit. But now that she has said, no, you can't dismiss it, we're going to litigate, basically, we're going to go through everything, there's going to be quite a couple of different steps. And the first steps in all of this is to go through discovery. If everything hasn't been discovered basically during the main discovery of the Ripple v SEC part of the lawsuit. So this does not have to happen, but as far as I understand, they didn't have to do it before yet because they didn't know if it was going to be dismissed altogether. And if it's dismissed, then it was kind of pointless to do discovery because what for if there's no lawsuit to fight out? So only now that it's been confirmed that they have to kind of fight this out, they're going to potentially look a little bit deeper into this. So again, if you're wondering, this is just maybe we'll have to look a little bit deeper into all of it. Then, before I forget, a little bit laggy. I wanted to say before I forget, make sure you check out my Instagram. I just changed a couple of things on there so, you really can see me instead of just the Dusty logo. I think that would be kind of fun. So if you want to connect with me, make sure you follow me over on there. Just press the little fun button, click. That's all you have to do. Also check out my Twitter, of course, at TheDustyBC, and well, it's a new thing. I'm still not getting comfortable on it, but make sure you check out DustyBC over on TikTok. Again, hint, it's DustyBC, not the, because here I could kind of claim the name. The others, the name was already taken, so yeah. All right, while my second monitor is turning back on again, let me quickly show you guys I can't show it. Okay, so let me quickly talk you guys through what was posted here for just a minute and a half for a little bit. Oh, there we go. SEC files letter claiming Judge Torres' ruling on the motion to dismiss makes SEC internal documents, including the Hinman emails and Estabrook notes, irrelevant, and that the SEC should not have to disclose them. So, as far as I understand, this is an extremely important post. Let's again go a little bit deeper into it because the previous one was nice and cool and all, but this is really important. Let's cover it a little bit deeper. The SEC files a letter to the judge claiming that Judge Torres, the newer judge over the more important decisions, rulings on the motion to dismiss, so basically saying, hey, the motion to dismiss, they're not going to go through, makes the SEC internal documents, including the Hinman emails and the Estabrook notes, irrelevant, and that the SEC should not have to disclose them. I am not exactly sure why in the world this makes sense, but here it says the letter from the SEC regarding Scienter issues. So, for all of you that are in law newbies like I am, what I heard before was that scienter is basically the key term for bringing a CEO or bringing a founder into the lawsuits, right? Again, otherwise it would have only been against Ripple, now it's against three. Now, scienter is also the fact of an act having been done knowingly, especially as grounds for civil damages. And as far as I understood, the fact, or what they're trying to say now, is that because the motion to dismiss was denied, well, they didn't, or they don't have to look into it anymore. Never mind. I've been thinking about it for a little second. None of that stuff actually makes sense to me. James Phelan said Ripple will get an opportunity to respond. Magistrate Judge Netburn won't decide either motion without hearing from the defendants. So this guy says, setting aside aiding and abetting charges, in her initial ruling, Judge Netburn said these emails are relevant for Howey analysis as well as for notice defense. How does the SEC's new letter change this? And also, the part that I don't fully understand is because I'm thinking they're going to say, well, we don't have the burden of proof to go through the scienter part anymore, but I'm still thinking, well, you're going to go through the whole litigation process now, right? So you still have to prove that your side is right, even though it's not relevant for the motion to dismiss. But Ex-Procurator said, at what point does the Judge Torres put her foot down and do some about the huge amount of disrespect the SEC keeps showing her? Rathif Kahneman says, very interesting, using the judge's ruling as a leverage. So what that refers to, I would say, is that the judge ruled for the SEC to hand over these documents based upon the fact that the motion to dismiss was ongoing. They cite Solomon, which is, again, the one of the lawyers, but leave out the part where he says it's highly probative that we get discovery into the SEC's thinking, because as a key market participant, the SEC's views go into the objective analysis. At the end of the day, I think whatever the SEC has internally is extremely relevant, extremely important, but it's interesting to me how the SEC tries to yet again kind of knock everything down. Try to say, nah, Hinman's emails? Nah, come on. This is not important to you guys now, right? Where I'm thinking, what? Of course it's important. And the Estabrook notes, why are they really trying so hard to hide them? Remember, this was the SEC meeting with Brad Garlinghouse. And this is the Estabrook is the lawyer from the SEC side who wrote things down. Why are they so adamant to hide whatever the lawyer wrote down during that meeting? Makes me really suspicious. All right, in little addition, so just previously, James Phelan shared court orders parties to meet and confer to determine what additional discovery, right? We just covered that. He actually posted another thing, which was, second, now that the individual defendant's motion to dismiss have been denied, the individual defendants must file an answer to the first amended complaint, and then the SEC and the individual defendants agreed to the initial case management plan back in February of last year to a limited additional discovery period of about 4 months from the date of the decision on the motion to dismiss. So some probably limited fact and expert discovery on selected issues could occur during that 120-day period regarding the individual defendants. That limited additional discovery period ends July 8th. At the end of the day, I don't think this is going to be too critical because I am thinking it is only for that specific part and the rest of the lawsuit will still move on. Then again, there's also an additional small little update. James Phelan said the SEC has filed a motion for extension of time. This is the first one we covered just now. There's an update on that. Again, I'm doing this kind of in order of importance, but also in order of kind of how I found out, where they want to extend for 2 days, right? And James said, at the same time, I guess, at the same time, kind of, it doesn't make strategic sense for Ripple to object to a 2-day extension because Ripple won the motion to strike and the fair notice defense. Won the motion to strike the fair notice defense. The SEC already has 30 days to respond to the 776 requests for admission. 2 extra days for this is unimportant. Ripple is wisely picking its battles. And at the end of the day, because Ripple said, fine, the SEC's motion for extension of time was granted. At the end of the day, though, I don't think it matters because it's just 2 days in that. And I thought that there was some additional update somewhere where something was denied. But when trying to find or look through every single thing here for, let's say 40 minutes, I couldn't find what was now denied. I thought another thing was denied. Couldn't find it. There's one thing here. Hey, Triple J's. I read something. Oh, you have John, Jeremy, James. Funny. I read something about the judge striking Brad and Chris' request to drop the case against them personally. Was that true? I don't recall seeing anything from you three about that. Yes, those motions were denied. There is some interesting stuff in there regarding jurisdictional issues, but I just haven't had any time to hash it out and haven't gotten the time to do a video either. And James said I tweeted about the rulings of the motion on Friday afternoon. All right, so as far as I know, that's the updates that we have for today on the Ripple v SEC lawsuit. There will most likely be a couple of other crypto videos coming out later today. I also wanted to post it like instantly, but as you can see from my tweet, it was 5:30 a.m. I didn't feel like making this entire update at 5:30 a.m., which is why we're a little bit late to the party. But I don't think we're too late. I still think it's relevant right now, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the update. If you did, again, make sure you press the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll definitely see you guys again in another crypto video later today, amigos.